Take 942. Action.
Okay. Hi, I'm Hannah. Welcome to RPGallery, the series where we showcase a gallery of role-playing games. Playing a rotating collection of RPGs, we surprise our DM each week. Please take a moment to like and subscribe. It really helps us out. Currently, we're playing Pathfinder 2nd Edition. With each adventure we play, our DM, James, knows only the system we're playing, and he has to build an adventure on the spot. Last time on RPGallery, we each started the campaign off by meeting a strange rabbit whose name is not important, a strange phenomenon having occurred in each of our cities. We are all told separately to meet at the Waxahachie Tavern for one reason or another, so we each set out to journey to the tavern. Once all at the tavern, Ivy has a conversation with an undead chef before heading into the mines to find Stevie/Frankie. Inside the mines, the adventurers find relics from the war and tech that looks similar to that found in Gulliver's Town's phenomena. But most importantly, we come across a mirror. This mirror, as we find out, is not just a mirror, but a doorway, as Not Important appears. Using the script below the mirror, Savine makes a beautiful rendition of Carol of the Bells as we slot a compass into the door and it opens, and that is where we last left off. This week, to shake things up, we are drawing cards to add random elements to the game that James must include. And this is where I'm going to start drawing cards now. I have to draw 8 of these cards and 4 of these cards, and he must include them in the game. So, I'm going to draw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So from this pile, we have to include holy water, a flask, a deck of cards, a tinderbox, a sack, chalk, a lute, and a tankard. And from this one, 1, 2, 3, and 4. We have an oppressive gloom, regenerating. The monster can regenerate from harm through accelerated healing. Violet storm, and telepathic. So very interesting. All right, without further ado, let's roll dice.
It would be a little hard for me and Ash.
Welcome, I am James, your forever DM. Again, with me today are...
Jade,
Jared.
Hannah.
Ash.
And together we are... Oh, no, I'm sorry. There's going to be like a Captain Planet reference. If you don't remember Captain Planet, this show might be too mature for you.
Oh no.
Jade, you can... No, I'm just kidding.
I also
I can
don't
guarantee.
know Captain Planet.
Oh well, I
Yeah, you
can't
should
really.
watch it. It was really...
It was really
Don
corny.
Cheadle did a parody that was awful. Anyway, today we are playing Pathfinder 2nd Edition. We are going to pick up where we left off last time. You gave the recap already, did you not?
I did.
Excellent. So I was told you have some cards for me.
I do. Do you want me to tell you them one by one or just hand you the cards?
Hand them to me one by one.
Okay. So first off, we have telepathic.
Telepathic. So something has to be telepathic. The monster has developed some form of telepathic ability. Okay.
Scary.
Hold on, before we start, put that right back on it. I feel like this needs to aim down at the table, and it's aimed directly at me.
Yep, that's okay. What up?
We can always start over, but we can't start over when we're done. It's cool, just break the $2,600 antenna. It needs to tilt inward now. And now down at the table more. And tilt in more. And down at the table more. No,
Have you
turn
ever
it.
operated a bowl?
There we go. Turn more. The wrong way. There we go. And then bring it in more. There you go. Almost. You need to push out a little bit. Right there. Perfect.
I've operated a backhoe.
This is going to be great B-roll, guys.
What did I hit?
The antenna.
You
Oh,
did.
yeah.
You literally hit a $2,600 antenna with your head.
So this will be Jade's last RP gallery.
You've been
All right.
voted off the island?
Y'all ready?
Time for you to fill.
I'll wait
So
till
we're
you're
just
done
gonna kill
stretching.
your character.
Okay, for this one, I want everybody to be dabbing
Oh my god.
To our right?
No.
to the wherever.
No.
I'm waiting on Jade. She looks so pained. Welcome to RP Gallery. I am
you know my
James,
friends
your
watch
forever
this.
DM.
You have friends?
I want out.
Thank you for joining us today. I am with,
Jade.
Jared.
Hannah.
Ash.
and we are playing Pathfinder 2nd Edition. I do believe we've already been given a recap, and you should have some cards for me.
I do.
Tell me what we're working with.
Yes, to start you off, we have telepathic.
Telepathic. The monster has developed some form of telepathic ability, usually depicted through outsized craniums or strange hypersensitive sensory organs. Okay.
Next up is Violet Storm.
Violet Storm. Storms of impossibly strong winds and I literally was already including this.
Oh my. Fear.
All right.
Regenerating.
Regenerating. Oh, get a regenerating monster. You just made my day.
Oh.
Would it be
I have my
Oppressive
flasks.
Oppressive gloom. Decay in this area has degraded light and this is literally part of what I've planned. You've got to
Well,
be kidding me. It's
Do
great.
it twice.
So within an area of
No.
oppressive gloom, bright light becomes dim light becomes darkness, and creatures and objects gain resistance to radiant and fire damage. You cannot spend hope in an area of oppressive gloom. These cards actually come from Broken Weave, by the way. We are using these just to help shake up the adventure so that I don't know what we're dealing with every week. And last week, I was just handed a set of parameters that I had to pull an adventure out of thin air, and I just kind of pressed pause. I haven't actually done any planning. I've not returned to the adventure at all, just the things that I already had in my head and where we were going, and waiting to receive my cards from this week. Okay, so these are the adventure parameters that we're adding. Awesome. And now what do we have?
Now we have items. You have a tankard,
A tankard. All right.
a loot,
A loot. Okay.
chalk,
Chalk. Ha! Okay.
a sack,
A sack.
Do not put me
a
in the
tinderbox,
A tinderbox.
How big is this sack?
Okay.
How
Okay.
big
deck
are
of
you?
cards,
A
I'm
deck
only a
of
hobgoblin.
cards.
You're medium
Bigger
sized.
goblin, right?
Yeah, hobgoblins are like
and
human
holy
sized.
water.
Holy water. Okay.
He thinks of a lot of things.
So hobgoblins are a goblinoid, but they aren't goblins. They're a step above goblins. They tend to rule other goblinoids.
I know
They're
warrior,
full
kind of
size.
a warrior species.
Yep.
Yeah.
Or did we say race? No, wait, we say species instead of race now, right?
It's
Yes.
Pathfinder. You can be whatever you
Oh,
want.
okay.
This is
D&D mindset.
This is one of the most open-ended rule systems that's out there. The whole idea behind Pathfinder is that the adventure is yours. The first section of the player core actually discusses how to create an adventure that everyone is comfortable with. Now, I know all these guys outside of work, and so we kind of have an idea of the things that each other are okay with ahead of time. So you don't see me asking those kinds of questions because those are the kinds of things I already know. But if they were strangers, I would definitely be sitting down asking what their boundaries are, the kinds of things that might trigger somebody. But we already know that Jade is triggered by cinnamon rolls and men. And men with cinnamon rolls, unless they're giving them to her. I just like to embarrass Jade.
I have no.
It's-
I don't have any. How do I combat that?
Why do you have to just
You
roll
don't.
with it?
You just
Just roll with
Yeah,
it.
let's roll with it.
Also, we are not sponsored by Waterloo.
I
We
got
just
a 5.
really
I'm
like
not
to
rolling
drink
with it.
Waterloo.
11.
It's so good. Waterloo, if you're listening, please just send us a few hundred cases. We will drink it on every
Within a
episode
week.
of every show we make.
I got a 5. I'm not rolling with anything you say. I'm going to be the most combative player you've ever played with.
Impossible.
Watch me.
The most combative player that I ever had, I killed his character.
I give Ryan a run for his money during our Monday D&D campaign.
Okay, so picking up where we left off, the mirror where you saw the visage of, not important, the Harangon. No, it's not a Harangon, it's a rabbitkin or something, and I can't remember exactly. I apologize, they bleed together sometimes. You saw his visage in the mirror. You put the compass in and you turned it, and the mirror opened, exposing a hallway. And we are going to go ahead and flip this map over.
Even the map is a surprise.
Just the top one, because there's two.
Just the top one.
Okay. Okay, love this map. Let me just.
Oh, is that the right one? Yes, that's the right one.
Oh, wonderful. We love the fire.
So, you guys will be at the end of that hallway.
Okay.
Like the last 4 squares. We'll just say the door. No, the last 4. You're the 6th.
Right here?
Yeah.
Oh,
in
last
fact,
4, I see.
you're going to be just off the map because in the last square of the map is this guy.
Oh,
Oh boy.
beautiful. Where is he going?
On
The last square of the map.
Right here?
Right there.
Oh, he's.
As it opens
right
up,
there.
you see a strange robotic creature with rainbow-colored wings.
Can we
and
keep
one big eye. And he goes,
Oh, it speaks.
"Query, who are you?" Beep, beep.
I want to keep it.
You want to keep it?
Yes, absolutely.
It's not a toy.
His name is Gerald, and he's ours.
No, his
Yes.
name is Ricky Frankie. And you have just met Ricky Frankie.
Hi, Ricky.
Ricky Frankie. I love it.
I am Ivy. I'm a witch from, I can't remember the name of my place or if we
You hear
established
beep
it.
boop. Query, what is a witch? Beep boop.
I am a person.
Statement, I am a person.
I want to kill it.
Beep boop.
Oh, you're the Frankie we've been looking for. I've been
Oh
told
my
to
gosh,
look for you.
Steve Frankie.
We've been looking for him
Notice
forever.
how quickly she swapped from I want to keep it to I want to kill it.
He says, statement, my name is Richard Franklin Stevenson. Beep boop.
Richie Frankie Stevie. All right.
Ricky Frankie.
Ricky Frankie.
Want it to
Beep,
die.
boop.
My name is Savine.
Query, what is a Sabine? Beep boop.
I am Oracle.
Query, what is an oracle? Beep boop.
I
It's gonna be
tell
a long
fortunes
campaign.
for a living.
Query, what is a fortune?
I don't think you're gonna win here.
I don't even know how to explain this.
I remember that I
don't know
wanted.
how to explain this.
So when you see somebody go like this on our show, that means I'm speaking out of character. That way I don't kill their character.
What were our objectives? Mine was I wanted to make a potion. I need fresh livers and fresh rocks for the most part.
Are you
And
speaking
fresh
this
water.
out loud?
No, this is in
This is
here.
just table talk. Okay.
Yeah. So I needed rocks from in here. I will need liver, so if we find any rats, I'll take them. But what else were our goals?
I was literally just looking for Frankie. I was told to find Frankie. I
Because
found
you needed
Frankie.
to learn something from him, right?
Statement.
Um,
My name is Richard Franklin Stevenson. Beep boop.
I need.
I was looking for the workshop that was supposed to be down here.
Because you were supposed to figure out
So I gotta figure out
your
the frogs.
copper frogs.
I am looking for Frankie because I need a book that will fix my Kool-Aid problem.
Florida, right. Oh.
Yeah.
Don't say his name.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah. So what are you guys doing? You're now standing in front of this man who has presented himself as
Do you
Ricky Frankie Stevie.
Do you have a book?
Query, what is a book? Beep boop.
Hold him down and search him.
No.
No.
Okay.
When you say that,
Okay.
alarms start going off, and
sorry.
his hands open up, and there's these weird, like, tubes sticking out of his hands, and there's like these lights going like this, and
That he understands. That he knows what it is.
and he's like, then he says, "Statement: You shall not harm this unit."
You play stupid games, you win stupid prizes.
Roll initiative.
DM did warn you he was trying to kill your character.
I got a 1. I got a 1. It sucks when I
Are
can't
we
back
all
up what
rolling
I say.
initiative?
Yep.
15. Plus initiative is...
To be fair, we weren't getting anywhere.
Yet.
Yet.
You just met this guy.
I still have
Suddenly,
questions
she's
to
like,
ask
"Hold
you.
him down!"
That is 16.
All right, what you got?
Where is initiative on the sheet?
Yeah, where is
I
it?
forgot.
It's just plus dex, and then if you have anything extra.
Oh, so I got 5. Huh. We weren't getting anywhere. He was just gonna
Not
keep
with that attitude.
Not with that attitude.
I had
5.
attitude.
Okay, so you both have 5. Who has the higher dex? Probably you. What'd you get?
8.
8. So, let's go over your names again. We
Gulver.
have Gulver, Rexon,
Rexon.
Ivy, and Savine.
I'm lawful neutral. I
So,
apologize for my actions.
Rexon, and then Savine, and... No, sorry, Gulver, then Savine, then Rexon, and then... I'm messing everything up today. That happens sometimes. Gulver, Ivy, Rexon, Savine.
Okay.
All right. And then Ricky, Frankie, Stevie.
Okay.
Actually, wait, hold on. No, it goes Gulver, and then Ivy, and then Ricky, Frankie, Stevie, and then Rexon, and then Savine.
Does he have anything on him? Like, appearance-wise, does he have any bags, any satchels, anything?
You see that
like-
miniature?
Yeah.
That's all you see.
Can I hold the miniature?
Sure. You're welcome to put him in front of one of the cameras if you want, so everybody can see. So that is actually a Modron from Dungeons and Dragons that we have rewritten to incorporate into this adventure.
Focus. Yeah,
Put your hand behind it.
There we go.
There he is.
That's the trick.
So the sword that he has is actually built in to his torso. So he's not holding the sword. Right now his hands are flipped back. And you see 5 tubes at each arm where his hands have flipped back.
I want to keep him to start rolling for initiative.
I am going to...
Shame. It's his fault. He started it. Shame.
I'm going to prepare
That's fair.
one of my acid flasks.
Okay.
Nice.
And what are you going to do with it?
I want to try to... I guess my first question is anybody close enough from our party that they are going to get splashed for it because it does do splash damage?
I'm right in front of him because I opened the door.
Yes,
Okay.
you open the door.
I think I'm right.
So the 2 people right in front should have been you 2.
Yep.
And then right behind them is those 2.
So,
So-
she's just been quipping over our shoulder like that?
Yep.
Accurate representation
Alright.
of myself. And then, Jared, is this you?
Yes.
She's like, I'm going to start stuff from the back.
Well, it's funny because she's supposed to be the tank, so she should be the one...
I'm sorry.
Like one of those
I want an answer.
purposely put in front of danger.
I love that I'm like smaller than all of you. Okay, boom.
And I think...
You haven't even actually entered the dungeon yet, and you just started a
Okay,
fight with
I'm
Ricky, Frankie,
sorry.
Stevie.
I take
The
it
guy
back.
you
Talk
needed.
to him.
The guy you needed.
We do need him.
if they're close enough to get splashed by it, I think I'm just
Can
gonna...
we like hold him hostage rather than kill him? We do kind
We're
of
in initiative right now.
We do need him. Yeah,
You're
I'm
welcome.
sorry. It
What
was
you
an
doing?
impulsive decision.
You have
It
no
was an
authority.
impulsive
Guys.
decision.
Let Jared make his move.
My bad.
I think actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to prepare one of my sling bullets, but I'm going to hold my action to see if anybody else is going to diffuse this situation.
Okay.
Can I?
So you ready to sling bullet, but you haven't done anything?
Yep.
Okay. What you got, Ivy?
Please diffuse it. I'm sorry. I won't do it again.
I think I've said I am not the speaking character, so I'm casting shield and I'm stepping to the side.
Okay, cool. We're good.
All right.
What do you mean we're good?
I'm making sure I don't know how big our little chamber is, but
good.
I am like as far out of the way as I can get with my little.
That's about as far as you can go. The cave isn't that big. Okay, on Ricky, Stevie, Frankie's turn, we're just going to call him Ricky
Okay.
or Ricardo. That's a joke. So Ricky turns toward you and he says, condescending statement, "Come and get some, you filthy animal!" and those little tubes start spinning as a series of these balls come flying out of the tubes. The first salvo, what is your armor class?
21.
21. The first salvo misses you, but there's little flecks of color splashing all over the place. The second
cool.
arm. Okay. Yes, I confirmed that crit with 2 20s back to back. The second one hits you,
I deserve it, but.
and you're going to have to make a will save.
Okay. And that's D20?
Yep. Plus your will, whatever it is. In your...
My will?
Yes.
It's under saving throws.
Did you not write it down?
No. I did not. I have my fortitude down, and I don't have my reflex, and I don't have my will.
Oh, that's bad.
That's you should have had those written down. Let me.
I don't remember
check monk
doing
real
this.
quick, because it'll.
He'll help you look it up while I tell you what happens.
Okay.
You take 5 points of damage. You are now covered in rainbow colors
Accurate.
because you were just pelted by paintballs.
Okay.
Wow.
So you're gonna get +7 to your will.
So 7 plus 13.
All right, make a will save.
20.
What about her reflex? She doesn't have her reflex either.
Reflex. Reflex is. Oh, plus your wisdom, whatever your wisdom is. So.
0.
Okay, so it'll be 0 for your will. So it'll be the 7 for your will, and then reflex is your dexterity plus your expert in it. So it's going to be 7 plus your dex.
So 7, 11.
Okay.
Sick.
All right.
Is talking a free action?
Talking is a free action. So you make your will save, but you are just like, it hurt a lot. You didn't lose your will to fight, but like, oh my God, you feel all the little, everywhere you got hit by a paintball, and you got hit by 5 of them.
Oh. Okay.
Apologize right now.
Frankie, I'm really sorry. Ricky. Is that what we're calling him, Ricky?
His name is Ricky, Frankie, Stevie.
Okay, so what do we like?
It doesn't matter.
It does not matter.
Frankie, let's talk about this. I apologize for my words. Okay, I didn't mean it. I was just like at the time.
Roll
I wasn't
diplomacy.
thinking about it. You know, I'm sorry. I want to talk to you about this. Oh shoot. 11.
Can I aid that? Because I am.
Please. Fix
If
it.
you had
you're not
prepared to
trained on
do
it.
so on your turn, I would
Yeah.
let you.
Me telling
I'm expert in
their character to apologize? Is
You
that
told her to apologize,
That's
so
not
he does
helpful.
accept that it's an apology, but she's the one making the apology.
Okay, okay.
Unless
I'm-
you,
I'm very sorry. I didn't mean.
What's
I
your
didn't,
diplomacy?
I took no action to you, even as you hit me. I ain't gonna hit back. All right, let's call it even right here. Okay, I'm covered in paint. Let's call it even. I didn't mean. I won't take another step towards you for harm.
what's your diplomacy roll?
Oh, again?
Yeah, what was it?
11.
11. The barrels stop spinning and the hands close back over, and he says, excited statement. I knew it! Those work every time! Beep boop.
What works? The paintballs?
And he's just like looking around with his one big eye at all of you.
Maybe enter.
Yeah, I'm gonna step forward and I want to ask him, or rather say, I was sent here by a not important. Would you happen to know him?
He goes, Query, how do you know not important? Beep boop.
We're making
He
steps.
just showed up. Just appeared and told me to come find you.
And he looks over towards the door, and you realize that the same image is on the back side of the door. And not important's like, see, Ricky, I told you I'd find you help. And he responds in like some sort of weird beeping and booping, strange. Like, have you ever heard one of those old 14K modems?
Oh, yeah.
Sounds like that.
Not in character.
As he's speaking to the door.
Did you need help with something, Ricky? Is there something wrong that you needed us for?
He looks and says, Statement. This unit was sent to find help.
Help for what?
Beep boop.
What do you need help with? Who
And
needs help?
He says, Statement. The Cloudcaster is broken. Beep boop.
What is a cloudcaster?
Query. You do not know? Beep boop.
Would I have heard that term in my...
Roll. It's, what's it called in this one? Lore. Dum 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 dum.
I'm not dumb.
Recall knowledge.
Recall knowledge? Yes. Could I use my academy lore for that?
Sure.
Cool, that is a +9 then.
Could I also use my fortune telling lore for this?
Sure.
That is 12.
The Cloudcaster, you vaguely remember reading about. There was a war that happened thousands of years ago, and toward the end of the war, there was an effort to make a super weapon that could control the weather because they were losing.
I got a 24.
24?
Nice.
The spirits think it will be the end of the world.
Oh.
Okay, and he wants help with it?
He says it's broken.
Okay.
End of the world if it stays
And
broken,
what
or
is it
end of the
called?
world if it's
The
fixed?
Cloudcaster.
I think that's for her to ask the spirits.
Where is this Cloudcaster?
Statement. The Cloudcaster is deep within the mines, in the factorium. Beep boop.
If we help you, will you help us with our problems?
Statement. This one is programmed for a single task at a time. Beep boop.
What do you want with the cloudcaster?
Statement. The master has asked me to find a mechanic for the Cloudcaster. Beep boop.
Query. Where can I find the red crystals?
Excited declaration. The red crystals are everywhere within the mines, especially in the lower levels of the factorium. Beep boop.
Statement. Thank you.
Query.
And
have
he
you
says,
heard?
Statement. You are most welcome. Beep boop.
Guys, learn another language.
Query.
You
have
are
you heard
on your
of the
way
Kool-Aid
towards
Man?
learning binary.
Binary? Oh, that's cool.
It'll be my 7th language.
Oh, God.
What was your question?
Query. Have you heard of the Kool-Aid? Or what's it?
Flow Rida.
Rida.
He stops and he goes, Query. How do you know this? Flow, Rida. Beep boop.
Statement. He has been inflicting my town with destruction.
And he says, actually, I'm going to say roll diplomacy on that one as well.
Can I assist her with this?
I will let
20.
you
Doesn't
assist.
matter.
Nat 20. And he says, beep boop. Master Flow Rida
Gosh.
is the old mechanic who was in charge of the dissemination protocols of the Cloudcaster.
Query.
Beep boop.
Do you know why he stopped working on that and came to my town? Shouldn't he be
Quoted
here?
statement. I'm a real boy.
Go ahead, Jerry. Go ahead.
He's
Your turn.
and the thing is, like, he sounds like anyway, but like he's sounds like someone else. He's quoting someone.
That's cool. That's neat. He's like a parrot.
Tengu.
Cool.
Yes. Well, if everybody's gonna be asking about their things, I'm gonna pull out this de-bombed mechanical frog that I had. Have you seen one of these before?
He looks at it and he goes, "Query. May I touch this unit?" He reaches out and grabs both of your hands and pulls them right up to his giant eyeball. And he's examining it, and he turns your hands to look at it. Statement. This one has never seen one of those before. Beep boop.
All right.
Extension statement. It does look very similar to some of the other devices, but I have not seen this particular kind at any juncture. Beep boop.
And where are these devices being held at?
Query. Held. Beep boop.
Stored.
Query. Stored. Beep boop.
Like I said, your turn.
You're definitely
Hold me back.
speaking
Hold me back.
to a somewhat sentient robot who has a very limited knowledge base. He's clearly an expert at the things he was designed to do and doesn't carry much ancillary knowledge beyond that.
May we enter?
I think we relate a little too much.
Query. Enter. Where? Beep boop.
The facility.
I haven't moved my mini, but I had already said that I had walked next to him. So technically, yes. I would assume yes.
Who's this?
Me.
And he says, he appears like puzzled that you're saying that you want to enter.
May we step foot in your cavern?
And he goes, statement. This is not my cavern. Beep boop.
This is Masters.
May we step foot in your master's cavern?
Statement. Don't let anybody into these no matter what. Beep boop.
May we disobey those wishes?
Query. Do you not serve the master?
Is he gonna kill me if I say no?
Who?
Did the voice sound like not important?
It didn't sound like Flo.
No, it did not
Rida,
sound like
Which I thought
Flowrida.
he said it was him, that he was
No,
the...
Flo
No,
Rida
he's
was
the
the
mechanic.
It didn't sound like Flowrida or not important.
Okay.
I think we can tell him that we're a mechanic here to work on the Cloudcaster, and we would be allowed in.
Yeah.
I think so.
But Master did say no one. Don't let... What'd he say? Don't let anyone
But he's
step-
also here to find
True.
help.
He was
True.
sent to find a mechanic.
Okay.
And not important said we were the help.
Okay. All right.
I'm going to step forward and say, we were sent to help you. May we enter?
Excited statement. Oh boy! I did a good job!
Oh,
And he steps aside.
Yeah.
I love it. I want to keep it.
You go from wanting to kill it to wanting to keep it to wanting to kill it to
I've
wanting to
almost
keep
killed it.
I am so glad in this incarnation I have never been your pet.
Oh, I'm excited. I already have a pet. Can we have it? Anyways.
As you step across the threshold and into these caverns, you are met by an oppressive gloom.
Okay.
Does it? So I have dark vision.
I also have
Can I
dark
still
vision.
see?
You see
So do
that the stone walls, it's carved out of a solid rock face, right? Like whatever this place is. But as you step over the threshold, you realize you're someplace else entirely. And the walls are slightly cracked. There are these strange glowing fixtures on the walls with these long tubes running between them, and there's little metal bars over them, and they're glowing kind of an orangey color. But you get more than about 15 feet from one of these fixtures, and it's like something is just sucking the light out of the room. As you look around, you realize it's the rocks. The rocks absorb light. So in here, bright light becomes dim light becomes darkness. And in the darkest of places, it's not just dark, it is like anti-light, to the point that even lighting a torch, it only shines for a few feet. You just can't see past it. So as long as you're near these strange fixtures along the walls, you can see just fine.
But even with dark vision, it's not like penetrating.
It's that something is literally removing the light from the room. So it's if you like normal dark vision.
There's nothing to use to see.
Right, there's nothing there for you to see with.
Okay.
I'm gonna cast light to hover over my black cat.
That's smart.
All right. So describe the way that light works. And
Says you create an orb of light that sheds bright light in a 20-foot radius and dim light for the next 20 feet in a color you choose. If you create the light the same space as a willing creature, you can attach the light to the creature, causing it to float near that creature as it moves.
okay, so the light that is emitted is halved
Okay,
by this oppressive gloom.
so 10 feet, 10 feet?
Yes. And past 20 feet, you see nothing.
What would happen if I created a second light? Would it make more light or would it just do the same thing?
It does the same thing.
Okay.
At 20 feet, it drops off to nothing.
So I'm not going to do it then.
But
'Cause
if
I
you,
would know that, right?
you would know that. And if you follow these lights on the walls, like there's light emitting from them, and you can see down the whole hallway. But like that room off to the side, you can't see into it, but maybe 10 feet.
Okay.
And the rocks in that room are just sucking the light out of the air.
Ew. Okay.
This is great. God, this is great. Okay.
I just want to live.
So what do you guys do? You're walking in.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm gonna walk
I
in.
imagine myself bumping into a few walls, but let's walk in.
Okay, so Ricky is going to walk this direction and
How
just
far?
like ignore you guys. He's going to get right to the edge of that wall.
This wall?
No, back, right there.
Can I actually do an object reading on the rocks that are causing the oppressive gloom?
You're in front.
Sure.
The cat's in front of me.
I would have to
This guy has
read
light.
what object reading does again.
LMNOP.
Yeah, let's read it out loud.
You said object read, right?
Yes.
Object? Are you sure it's object reading?
Yes.
Is it in this book?
It might be in this book.
It might be in
Yeah.
that one.
Pardon us for just a moment as we read books.
Reading is essential.
So while we're looking that up, what are you doing?
That is a great question. I mean, I'm planning on going forward, and I want to find rocks.
Okay, so are you looking off to the side where the dark rocks are, or are you following Ricky?
I'm following Ricky.
Ricky, Frankie, Stevie.
Ricky, Frankie, Stevie.
Hello, darkness, my old
Should I be close? I should be closer.
Okay.
talk with
So
you
your pet
Mm-hmm.
is very reluctant to walk through.
Okay,
here.
I trust the instinct of
Oh.
animals, and we should go.
Your pet is almost cowering. Like it's obeying you, but tail between the legs, like looking around, fur standing straight up.
Interesting.
Don't like that it's so dark and weird.
What you got?
Having that reaction.
You place a hand on an object to learn a piece of information about an emotional event that occurred involving the object within the past week, determined by the GM.
Within the past week. Okay.
If you cast object reading on the same on the same item multiple times, you can either concentrate on a single event to gain additional pieces of information about that event or gain a piece of information about another emotional event in the applicable time frame.
Does this cost you a spell slot?
It does, yes.
So your initial reading, there aren't any events, like as you're looking at this, you do see, you see darkness and you hear Ricky, Frankie, Stevie speaking to Not Important. And then Not Important is like explaining to Ricky, Frankie, Stevie how he could use some of his abilities to do different things, and you see that he disconnects one of these pipes on the wall and hooks something from his own body up to it, and he broadcasts what he was able to see. And so while he was looking at Not Important, he was able to project the image of Not Important to other cities.
Oh,
And that's what you were seeing.
I see. Okay.
And that's why he would move without moving. He's here, now he's here. And then he disappeared.
So where is Not Important actually?
Not Important is a door.
Is a door.
It's a sentient door.
Okay. And the image of Not Important was broadcasted to us.
And I will also
by
give you
Frankie,
that
Stevie,
you get the idea that Not Important is a leftover relic from the slaves that were used to build this place. He was smart, and he programmed the likeness of himself into the door before he met whatever fate he met.
Wow. As soon as I remove my hand from the object, I take a gasping breath and I go, oh my gosh.
What did you see?
And you see a black chalky substance on your fingers.
Oh, okay.
It's like absorbing the light.
Ugh. I try to wipe it off. Does it wipe off?
You now have a black smudge on you that is just absorbing the light.
It's like Vanta Black.
Cool.
That's
Pink.
kind of cool.
That's really cool.
That's really neat.
You think that you could probably break off a chunk and take it with you if you want.
I was actually about to ask
want
that.
to do that, and I'm going to give it to our...
You have black chalk that absorbs light.
All right.
but Not Important is a door. He never left. He never moved. He was a door that just got projected to each of our locations.
Why did he appear to us as a rabbit?
And then the door speaks up and he says,
Oh, it's there. Hello, Not Important.
the one that made me was a rabbit.
Oh. Why is your name Not Important?
It's not important.
Because he's a door. He's not.
Programming.
I think he's so important.
Do you know anything about computer programming? I mean, does your character?
Ooh, I can't see myself knowing
Probably
much
not.
about that now.
Probably not. So, yeah, it wouldn't make
Alright,
any
it's
sense
fine.
to him. The wizard might. No, you're a wizard, right?
Alchemist.
Alchemist. You might have kind of a vague knowledge.
Yeah, he's an alchemist. He was formerly like a teacher. So
Okay.
he's spent a lot of time.
Roll
studying.
lore.
Lore?
What kind of lore would this be? I guess we'll just go with recall knowledge again.
Yeah. Am I able to use my academy again?
Sure.
That is a dirty 20.
You remember reading about people that used to program devices and animatronics, and there was a junk folder where they would store files that were deemed not important. And you think maybe somebody tried to scrub this place of every trace of what there used to be. And in the absence of what used to run this place, one of the creators, one of the slaves, had stored their own likeness in the not-important files.
That's so cool.
And that's where it came from.
That's fascinating.
That's very interesting.
Yeah, it's not important. Alrighty, so what do you do now?
I want to try to like rub my back on the wall to just coat myself in the chalk.
It's like the one who went down.
So the stones are chalky,
like
but the wall itself is just carved perfect.
Oh,
Oh.
then never mind.
Okay.
I want to ask Frankie, can you lead us to the cloud? What was it called?
Cloudcaster.
Cloudcaster. Can you lead us to that so we can maybe get a good look at it? And can I take his hand? Because I don't want to get lost.
The hand that opens up to a paint gun? That was
Can I
aimed
have-
at you?
When you go to grab
This is
to
a
grasp
gun?
his hand,
Is it a paint gun?
no, it is solid metal.
Okay.
He stops and he looks and says, "Statement: It is dangerous to mishandle this unit." Beep boop.
I'm sorry that you're not allowed to hold hands. Are
You get the
going to
idea
hurt me?
as you're holding his hands. Let's see. What this would be.
That's incredibly sad.
Are you tearing up?
No, I'm not. I'm sorry.
I don't know if
I
I believe
make
it.
sense of you because you're like, I want to pin you down. And now you're like, oh, you
I love it. He's not allowed to
I don't know the
hold hands.
best way to go on this one. What lore would be for,
Let me hold his hand.
for mechanical knowledge?
Because the lores are normally like very specific,
I have
background to
legal lore.
background. I would
That's
probably
so
have it just
dumb.
as a straight intelligence.
Yeah, that's what I think. Give me just an intelligence roll.
10.
As you try to grab his hand, you notice that there's seems to be tons of compartments on his body. And you're like, wait, if his hands flip back and there's weapons, each of these compartments might be important and potentially dangerous.
You grabbed a knife the wrong way.
I'll let
What do you
I'll let him
have?
go.
A knife.
No.
I'm going to be asking Jared's character what a dissemination function of the Cloudcaster is supposed to mean.
Wait. Oh, never mind.
My best guess is its ability to work and disseminate whatever it is to change the weather. It's probably, having not seen it yet, it's either going haywire and doing too much, or whoever currently has control of it has turned it on and it is not working at all. I don't think we will know until we get there.
Okay.
Lead the way, Frankie.
So he's going to come forward and right in the middle of this room.
This one?
Yep. And as go back one there, right there.
Yeah.
As you guys are following him, please place yourselves in an arrangement of how you would be following him up the hallway.
I would probably go first. You go first since your pet has a light. I'll go second since I'm the tank.
I'll go third then, that way. Actually, there's room for us to
My
go
cat
two
and
at a
I are
time.
back a little bit because my cat's scared for some reason, even though my deity is the starless shadow. Basically darkness.
I'll stay back here.
Can you guys center yourselves on squares for me so I know exactly where you are? Okay, so that's your layout? All right.
Unless people would like to move themselves.
So as you are walking up the road, or up the hallway, you hear a series of beeps and whistles and, sounds like an old 14K modem. As
Query, what is a modem? That was funny.
give me just a moment.
Trying to figure out if it's in character and
I
you're
was
going to
just
get us killed.
Looking at spells. Just in case.
Stepping out here,
Oh,
here, and here,
Okay.
you hear just this whining pitch with a, it sounds like an old modem. And you see these 3 robotic humanoids just kind of look to each other while you hear the hissing and static in the air. And in perfect harmony, they like you hear the vocal box on Ricky, Frankie, Stevie, and it speaks in a totally different voice. It sounds like kind of gravelly and robotic, and it says, "Inorganics detected." What do you do?
I would like to speak up. Hey, we're just passing through here. No trouble. We're not coming to take anything or anything like that. Are they speaking at all? Are they sentient or at all?
You hear only the voice box on Ricky, Frankie, Stevie talking.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So they don't react to my voice or anything like that? No.
So this noise that you hear in the air that sounds like
Yeah.
a modem, it's not coming from any of these creatures.
Oh, okay.
It's like, seems to be emanating down the halls.
I just didn't know if they spoke or anything like that. These things. Do they have voice boxes?
You don't see any voice boxes. You just hear the voice coming from Ricky, Frankie, Stevie that says, "Inorganics detected." That's it. But when you start speaking to them, you see their eyes start glowing red.
We're here on a mission. We're getting something done.
Roll initiative.
Get out of our way. What's my initiative?
7.
All
Your
right.
initiative is just Dex, right?
Yes, just
14.
18.
Right. That's so we kill these
12.
things.
Okay, so they're going to go first,
Oh.
and then Savine, and then Ivy. No, Savine, and then Rexon, and then Ivy, and then Gulliver. Right? So
Let's do this. But
he is going to run up here, and he is going to run up here, and he is going to run up here.
Stay away from Frankie.
And the first one is going to attempt. Who is the one with the staff here?
This one?
No. The unpainted right in front of the robot.
Oh, that's me.
Okay, that's you. He's going to try to punch you. What is your AC?
18.
That's a nat 20.
Okay. I'm starved.
He is going to hit you for 4 bludgeoning.
These things are weak.
The one behind, or one next to, who's the short one? Is that you?
Yeah.
All
Which
right,
short one?
in the back.
Oh, not me.
That's you? What's your AC?
19.
I'm the cloaked goblin.
He swings at you and misses. And whose rat is that?
Mine.
It's a ferret.
My
What's the
favorite.
AC?
Oh, shoot. Did I do an AC?
Everything has an AC.
Probably under pet general feat in that book, I would assume.
Where's my pet general feat? I feel like, I wrote it down on here, but I didn't write that
Page
AC.
259.
Don't you dare kill my ferret.
I told you if you bring them to combat, they might die.
Yeah.
Did I not say that?
No,
You
you did.
did.
You definitely did.
You definitely did. Let me be in denial. Let me be.
Denial is
Alright.
river in Egypt.
Left page, right column, bottom. No, right page, left column.
Your
Yeah.
pet's level is equal to yours. Your pet's save modifiers AC are equal to yours before applying circumstances or status, bonus, or penalties. It uses 3 plus your level as its modifier for perception, acrobatics, and stealth, and just your level as a modifier for other skill checks. It does not it doesn't have or use its own attribute modifiers and can never benefit from its bonuses. Hit points, your pet has 5 hit points per level, so that'd be
So 15 hit points. And what's the AC?
And then
I think it said it was the same as yours.
Yeah, before any additional modifiers.
Pets
So
AC
is
are
it
equal
10
to
plus
yours
Okay.
before applying circumstances.
Yep.
Okay, so
Mm.
it says equal to mine.
See. Okay.
Okay, 21.
21. All right. It tries to stomp on your rat and misses.
Ferret and miss.
Your ferret and misses.
Now I gotta kill it.
Next up is
Now it's going to die.
you were up next, right?
You already did me.
Yeah, and then hold on. Wait. I already did yours.
Where
You
are
already
they?
tried to hit me.
Oh,
no,
no,
your
that's-
turn.
Oh,
I want
see.
your turn.
I
Don't
want my
give it to the
turn.
DM.
Yes.
What are you doing?
I'm going to cast Runic Weapon on my mace.
Okay.
And then
So for
that is
beats, if I
2
wanted to
actions.
use wolf stance, would I just say like I cast
Yeah, so
wolf stance?
it's on
Is
the
it a
cast,
single
so-
action to hit with the mace?
Mhm.
Okay, so then I'm going to hit the guy that's right in front of me
If I
with
want
the
to look
mace.
these up.
Okay.
And I get a +1 to my striking
Okay.
and my item bonus to attack and damage. Cool. So, +6, 10 to hit.
10 does not hit.
Yeah, I kind of figured. All right, so that's my turn.
Okay, and then
I swing and miss.
Where's flurry of blow?
Alrighty. Next up then is Rexon, right? Yes.
Yes. Sorry, I'm just looking up my things. Where is my flurry of blows or powerful?
Flurry of blows is
I
going to
think
be.
stunning blows was up here, wasn't it?
Stunning blows is right there, and then flurry is.
Just
gonna
looking
be
up my attacks.
Just a feature that you get. So it'll
Powerful
be
fist was up here as well.
Powerful fist. That's the one that just gets you a higher. I think it makes it a
Okay.
D6, and then you can do lethal. And then you have flurry of blows is right there, and I believe that one just says if you hit with a monk attack, you can do another one.
All right. So I can I use flurry of blows and then do my wolf stance because it says make 2 unarmed strikes.
Yeah, you
Both
get-
hit the same creature, combine their damage for the purpose of resistance and weaknesses. Weaknesses apply your multiple attack penalty to the strikes normally. So can I do flurry of blows and then use my wolf stance for the damage?
Should be able to. So you get 3 actions in
Mhm.
Pathfinder. So Wolf Stance takes 1 action, and then each attack will be another action. But the way they do it to balance it is you take minuses to each action that you take that is the same. So if you are attacking twice, then you get to roll to see if you hit, and then you roll again and take, I believe it's a -4 and then -8.
Okay.
Is Phase Bolt in there?
Phase Bolt, I believe it's in that book.
I do
check
want to
this
do.
one?
Yes, I believe it's in that one. If not, I can check it this one.
I want to the one that stumped on my ferret. I want to slowly
Tried to stomp on her.
turn and just give a long look.
It does not look back.
And
It is
I
still
want
looking
to
at your
use
ferret.
my wolf stance.
Okay.
So, it's 1d8 piercing, so it's a 19 on the die to hit, and then what would I add to that?
So you took the wolf stance. That the stance is the action, and then
Okay.
the attack is a separate. attack.
Okay, I do want to attack.
So then that would be
With
the
the
attack roll, and that
okay.
one's just whatever your normal pluses are.
And then that would be wolf's jaw, so +7, so 26 to hit.
It hits.
D8.
It causes no damage.
Are you serious? I haven't even rolled for damage.
It has armor that is
Oh my-
impervious to piercing.
The one thing.
So you hit it, and you hit it hard, and its
Wolf
arm just
bite,
kind of
right?
goes, boom,
Yes.
and then it stops, and it turns and looks at you.
Your teeth are ringing.
Well, that one's more like a this, like
Oh, with the
because she's a
fingers?
monk. She's a monk.
So she just like came down like bam, and
Ooh.
so she hit it, but its armor isn't pierceable.
So she stubbed her fingers. Is face bolt
It is not in this one.
You would
I
have to
do- I
use
would like to see
magic to
Yeah, you-
actually penetrate the armor like that. Like a spell.
Like runic
check
weapon.
I don't have any spells.
You have bludgeoning. You can use your fist.
I need to mark it.
Now, bludgeoning, your certain bludgeoning will eventually wear them down, but they'll take reduced damage from bludgeoning. Like, when you hit them, you can tell, wow, that's a hard shell. And you can announce that to the group if you'd like.
Oh,
Yeah,
God, that kind of hurt a little bit. We don't bite it. Definitely don't bite it. It did not work. It has really, really thick metal armor.
All right. Thank you for
It hurt a
the
little bit.
information.
Yeah, no problem. Anytime.
Might want to go see a dentist afterwards.
Yeah, maybe a bit.
You got anything else?
I want to hit it with my. Can I hit it with my fist?
Yeah,
I
you
have
can
that
punch
action
it.
available still?
Sure.
So I've already done 2, so I have 1 left.
You have
So this
1
would
left. So it'll be
Right.
-4 because you have agile. Or -2, I believe, because you have agile. It's -4
Okay,
otherwise.
so would darts be piercing damage?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm gonna do my special unarmed.
Yep.
And 11.
So it's plus whatever you get, then -2.
I can't think. 18, 16.
16 does not hit.
I sent a message.
You did. You sent a message.
Stomp on my fairy, I'm gonna stomp on your face.
Okay, next up is Ivy.
I can't find most of my spells.
I think a lot of them are probably in that book.
Some of them are
He's been
probably in this
checking.
book.
So, what you guys have for breakfast today? Nuts and bolts?
I'm reading.
That was good.
Got a smile.
How about you have a dinner full
I
of
don't
my
even know how many
fist?
spells I can cast. So we'll start with Force Barrage. I've got to be able to cast at least 1 spell. So that is a D4 plus 1 force damage that automatically hits.
Okay.
Someone kill these things.
D4. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
It's the equivalent of magic
I
missile.
got stuck.
How many times do you have to hit the die to get it to go through? Just
Come on.
shake it.
It's-
Shake it! Shake it!
It's sliding. It's not even tumbling.
Shake it.
Oh my
Like a
God.
There we
Polaroid
go.
picture.
3.
Nice.
Plus 1, so
plus
4.
1.
4.
Okay, so this magical dart of force hits it, and you just see it go, and then right back upright.
Okay. But did it like dent the armor at least? Does it look like it did damage?
Like some sparks flew.
Okay.
The shell on these is like so tough that it's hard to tell what kind of damage you did, but you think there might be some internal damage,
Okay.
but you don't see anything external.
What if it water? Does anyone have water magic?
Anything else?
No, I think that's it for now. Still trying to find
All right, what you got?
I am going to use my first action to do some real quick alchemy and make a acid flask.
Okay,
And then I'm
that's
going.
some fast alchemy.
Yeah.
You probably just had the reagents already.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
go, just do it. Okay.
And then I'm going to try to hit that guy with it.
Okay.
So it is a strike, and I will have 1 more action after that. That is a 3 plus 6 is 9. Probably not going to hit.
Yeah.
But it does have splash, so it'll still do 1
Okay.
acid to it.
So the acid hits the surface of its outer shell, and all the grime that was there in that spot just kind of like washes off.
You should give it a bath.
And you are an alchemist. I will let you make a knowledge roll.
Like a crafting recall knowledge, probably?
Yeah, crafting.
That is 19.
It appears that this is a mining unit.
Okay.
And it was designed that, like, if somehow it accidentally got hit by pickaxes or if it fell underneath something, basically it's incredibly difficult to pierce or crush this particular unit, and it's also extremely resistant to chemicals, as if it's meant to be sent into hazardous environments. But it doesn't hit very hard.
Then I think the last thing I'm going to do is probably just start preparing another vial. But this time this one's going to be one of my field research vials.
Okay.
It's going to be a healing potion
Okay.
that I have in my hand. I have it.
You're just holding it?
Yeah,
That's it?
It's,
Okay.
it's an action to do it.
And then it is Ricky, Frankie, Stevie's turn.
Yep.
And he turns toward the one that is now currently staring at you that you tried to harm and didn't do anything to it. And it says, defiant statement, you must not harm the mechanics. And its head opens up and this little arm comes out of it with like some kind of like electrode probe that's sparking on the end. And it tries to headbutt the thing with it. Sort of like headbutt, like the arm is reaching out.
Query, what's the best way to destroy these things?
Watch.
So he successfully hits it, and suddenly, like when it makes contact, sparks go flying and it
shoot.
tears a hole in the armor.
What did he use, an electrical probe?
He is using some. What do you know about metallurgy or?
Oh, I feel like I know a bit about that.
Okay, let's see. Let's go ahead and roll. Let's roll lore of mechanics, I guess.
Do I?
And if you don't have it, then you would just do an intelligence.
I have-
Intelligence roll.
I have Slagmay ancestry, so like I am related to like an iron hag.
13.
I'll let you roll lore of whatever that is. That's fine. What'd you get?
13.
13. You've seen people in some of the bigger cities put together like big iron bars for some of the rail carts, and they have similar devices that send sparks flying. And you're like, oh, he's got an arc welder on his head, and he just used that to hit the thing.
Awesome.
I have a 12 just straight intelligence check.
Same thing. He has an arc welder.
Cool.
Inside, it's like a piece of equipment in his head, and it just came up and just like hit it and left a streak this big where it cut the armor.
Neat. I might need spells from that book.
Yeah, which one you look for?
I mean, Phase Bolt and Void Warp. I couldn't find it.
We're back to them. So the one that tried to stomp on your ferret is now going to try to kick you.
Weak.
He's definitely going to hit you.
Oh, never mind. My bad.
For 3 damage.
Weak.
He gets 2 more actions.
Never mind.
And then with his next action, you see his finger open up, and he and stitches his armor back together.
That's a stupid regeneration. Can I
Yes! They regenerate! So he uses both actions to completely seal up the wound. So his armor is now repaired, but there's a scar of slag. But yeah, he's got an arc welder, and knowing that, you see he's repairing himself, and that's it. Oh, he has an ability to heal himself.
Ricky is the one repairing himself, not the bad
No,
guy.
the bad guy is repairing
That's what I
himself
thought.
with a welder in his
It's
finger.
what I
That's what
figured.
I thought.
And then the last one's going to try and punch you.
Okay.
Actually, no. His finger's going to flip back, and he's going to try to arc weld you.
Oh,
So I need a
Interesting.
reflex save.
Okay, you better make that save. The fan art's gonna be real messy.
You said reflex.
Mm-hmm.
Try a different die.
It'd be really cool if someone like animated our episodes. You know, like
Okay.
like put them together and then like you just see us like flying into battle and like
Getting killed.
20.
kick and not getting killed.
Okay, you successfully dodge it. As he comes in, there's like sparks, like at the end, like it's like crackling, like, and he like swipes at you and he misses.
I'm just too short for him.
Yeah. When he sees that the arc welder misses, he's going to, because he had to use one action to prepare the finger, one to attack. So now he's just going to try and stomp on you.
Fair.
He will successfully stomp on you
Ow.
Ouch.
for 1 point of damage.
Not
He
bad,
he
ouchies.
steps on your toe, and it hurts a lot. But like when you stub your toe, ow! Beans and rice, and now you're 1 point of damage. And the one in the back didn't go yet, correct? Yeah.
I don't think so.
He sees what the other ones are doing, and his hand flips back. Who is it in the back?
Me.
No, I thought you were the one in the front.
With a bow? That's
Oh,
me.
then I got it backwards. Okay, so the one here in the front is you.
Yes, that's me.
All right. So his hand flips back, and there's this weird like spade attachment, and it just starts like, and he's gonna try and jackhammer you.
Careful.
Oh, dude.
He misses terribly. Nope. And falls over.
Any luck finding void ward?
He rolled a 1.
No.
Oh, yeah.
So let's knock that guy over on the ground.
This one?
Yeah, that one. Right there. He fell down, trying to jackhammer the mage. And you're up.
Awesome. I'm going to... I thought I knew what I wanted to do. Okay, first thing I'm going to do is telekinetic maneuver on this guy.
Okay.
And I'm just going to...
Is there a save?
Throw him into the darkness.
Let me double check
It might be
on
in this
that.
book.
It's in this one. With a rush of telekinetic power, you move a foe or something they carry. You can attempt to disarm, shove, or trip the target using a spell attack roll instead of an athletics check.
Okay. So he will have an opposed athletics check.
Okay.
All right. Against your Arcana.
Against my Arcana.
No,
That'll be
your,
spell attack.
Your spell attack. Yeah.
Plus 8. And that's 27.
Okay. Where do you push him?
I want to... Is this like a chasm or a wall?
That's a wall.
Okay.
But it's like sucking in light.
Would it hurt him to push him into the wall?
Can they
You
see
don't know.
this
You
darkness?
want to try and shove him into the wall?
Yeah, I want to try to shove him into the wall.
When his body hits the wall, chunks of it break off as if like he was specifically designed for cutting through this rock. But go ahead and scoot him up against
Can
the
they see in this darkness? Because we can't see very much, you know.
wall.
Can they see in the darkness? If we were to throw them back,
How
they would
would
have
you
take.
ascertain such a thing?
It'd have to be a. I can't say that. Mess around to find out. Like throw them
On
back
your
into the
turn,
darkness.
if you would like to try to perceive around you,
I'm just curious.
this would be seek. Yeah, so it's like using perception.
Like if
So
I throw him into the darkness, would he come a minute to find his way back to us?
you would
'Cause he
actually
can't
need to
see?
use one of your actions to try to perceive that on your turn.
Okay.
And then I have one more action, so I'm going to use my mace again and try to hit that guy that's right next to me. That guy back there.
Okay.
So that's...
Owen, what's your curse spell?
I am the Cosmos.
Yeah. Because I know certain spells will cause your curse to awaken.
15 plus 6 is 21.
Okay, 21 hits.
All right, and then I get to add 2 extra damage dice. So 3d6.
Okay.
So for damage, I roll 3d6 because of my runic.
Such tiny dice.
Yes, they are.
11, 12, 13, 14. Do I have any pluses? I don't think so. 13.
13. All right, so you hit him, and your mace just like embeds in the chest, and suddenly sparks start flying, and there's like this whirring sound. Make a reflex save if you are within 15 feet.
Uh-oh.
That's all of you.
Oh no.
Oh no. 3 on the die.
Oh no. I'm on the die. It's better
2
than
on the
mine.
die.
I got a 2 on the die too.
For a total of 10.
9.
For a total of 9.
For a total of
Okay,
14.
the save is 15.
So anybody who totaled 5 or less, that's a crit fail. Because that's the way Pathfinder does it, is 10 above or 10 below.
I don't think that's any of us.
I got
9.
15.
Nine
I
is
got
good.
14.
So
we're all- we shall be good.
if you saved, you will take half. If you did not save, you take full.
Okay.
we all take
It is 2 fire and 5 piercing
So
as it
7.
explodes.
2 fire, 5 piercing.
hmm Some people have resistances, so I'm breaking down the damage different. And can you hand me the robot that's back there by her?
Fire
please?
resistance for being a
Thank you.
slightly.
I do not believe so, but I can check. If it's
She
in
did
the-
having any resistances.
Yeah,
It's in that book.
she killed him.
Well, nice.
She hit him right in the chest, and he went shh.
What did we need the reflex save for?
He blew up.
Okay.
To
Okay.
not
I
get
hit my
exploded.
Making sure. Just making sure.
That
Just making
exploded.
sure.
If you made the save, you would have taken half. Sure, just poke your paper repeatedly.
It's a sharp die.
It really is. That was a good move.
Thank you.
You're up, by the way.
We hurt, but it was
Love
good.
it. Okay, time to take my violent tendencies
Well, now
out
we
on someone
know.
else.
They explode when they die.
I want to hit the same one that tried to stop my ferret.
Okay.
And I want to use my special unarmed. Yeah, I'm gonna use that.
Now, are your attacks at this level considered magical?
No, I don't believe so.
Let me check.
I didn't think they are at this level.
I don't think so, but maybe.
But she used
Really
a runic weapon.
Yeah.
And you see, like, it embedded and the rune made it go pop.
Nice. We are level 3, so that's just the general feat. Incredible movement. Mystic strikes. Focusing your will on your physical attacks and use them with magical energy. Your unarmed attacks become magical, so at level
Okay,
3,
cool.
they
Level
become
3.
magical.
Okay,
Alright.
so it does become magical.
Yes.
Okay, awesome.
That,
Let's give me a 1 on the die.
Oh!
That's a crit fail.
Yeah.
So the way,
So roll it again.
well, no. So the way it works is that at 1, it just automatically downgrades whatever the straight roll is. Downgrades it a thing. So if she fails, it's a crit fail. If she
Yes.
succeeds, it becomes a fail.
Right, but something bad happens in this dungeon when you crit fail. So,
Nice.
I have to roll this again.
like, to be fair, my guy fell down.
Yes.
So, rolling that d20.
That's 15 on the die.
Okay, you avoid any major misfortune.
Yeah.
You are at disadvantage on your next attack or save.
So easy. Okay, awesome. So I have 2 more attacks, right?
Yep, but the next one's at
actions.
disadvantage.
Okay. I am going to try and hit him again.
And this one is at -2.
And so, yeah, I'm not gonna make it. I got 3 on the die. These dice are
Roll
not
again.
Roll again to make sure you didn't crit fail again.
10.
Okay, so it's the 3 plus whatever.
7, so 10. 10 does not
Does
hit, I
not hit.
assume.
Alrighty, is that all you got?
I think that's all I have. Does
how many
my
actions was
ferret be able to attack? Is that
Doesn't that take one of her attack actions to make her?
that?
ferret
Well,
attack?
pets just they don't get attack actions because they're
Yeah, but I mean, like,
it's
it's not a
just normal
familiar,
ferret,
and you're
yes.
not. It's not like you're a beast companion. It's just a
Yeah.
pet.
special unarmed?
So
Okay.
this one is at -4, then whatever you have. So
15
15
plus
plus
7.
-4.
-4, so that'd be what?
15 plus 3.
18?
Yeah.
18.
18 hits.
Thank goodness. And then it'd be 1d6 damage. Yes. Should I re-roll that if it's
No, it's face up
Okay.
still.
And then
3
I believe you
plus
get
2.
to add dexterity. I do not. Remember.
strength?
Or strength, yes, whichever's higher.
5 damage.
Okay, you leave a dent in its chest.
I feel useless. I feel that a lot.
A dent is better than nothing. Don't feel useless.
Says the one who made one explode.
I just have magic. It's fine.
She did 13 damage. You did 5. Just saying, right?
I
Right.
want to hold his hand.
I'm gonna try Void Warp on it. It's a cantrip
Ooh.
for me.
Sure.
That's 3d4.
What kind of damage is it?
Void.
Void damage. All
To be
right.
fair, I don't have any spells.
Can I use your d4s? How many do you have?
I have 3.
Oh, awesome. May I use all 3?
Yes.
Those
Oh,
are
wait,
6.
Those are 6. Yep. I handed you the wrong things. Yep.
Do I? Where's my... Do you
The
want to
hard
use
one
my
is
really,
too bad.
really sharp one? It's fancy.
You mean have it get stuck? No.
You're right.
Yes.
I feel like those get stuck even worse. That did not go well.
She didn't have that problem.
Wow. Just shake it. Shake it.
Polaroid picture.
I'm glad I wasn't the only one thinking that.
Shake it like an English nanny.
7 total.
7
Mm-hmm.
total.
Yeah.
Okay, so when you hit it with void energy, you cause damage. You hit the same one she just punched?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But you realize in that moment that as the magic hits it, light starts to suck in, and you're like, and you realize these stones around you, the rock walls, all of it is made of void stone.
Okay. Now that is where I get my power from, is the starless shadow. It's like a void deity. Is my cat really cowering from the cat, by the way, given to me by the deity? Is it cowering from the darkness, or was it something else that had it concerned?
The darkness is not what's scaring your cat.
Okay.
And everybody make a reflex save.
I'm gonna try the other die.
Oh, no.
6
Oh, no.
is 12.
I'm going to count that that landed in there.
The DC is 15.
I got 30.
6. 22.
Okay, so if you got 15 or better, you take half from these.
And then
I got a 30.
okay, so that's
4 fire, 4 piercing.
cool.
So,
So I think with the crit success, you won't take anything because that's how Pathfinder does it. Is normally crit.
Oh, I didn't realize it was a crit.
It was a 30 on the dice.
it was 19 on the die.
It was 19 on the die plus the 11 is 30. So.
Oh, was that a crit?
That's considered a crit
Yeah,
success.
so the
Oh, okay.
crit success is 10 above, crit failure is 10 below. That's how they do crits. Just 20s and 1s automatically upgrade or downgrade.
I'm
Okay,
down.
so I wouldn't take any
You're
damage.
downed?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Like,
No, at
exactly.
30, you would avoid the damage.
Okay.
But this guy is off the map. Can you hand him to me?
Yeah, you said it was 5 and 5?
No, it's 4 and 4.
How do we
4?
save you?
Well, I have healing potions. So while I was going to drink mine, I'll probably...
You do have one ready.
Yes, I do.
I can't believe I knocked myself out by knocking him.
What a way to go.
You're like, oh, wow, these stones are...
Okay.
I feel so at peace in the woods and then just gets hit by a branch.
So... I assume it is... Am I the last one then to go?
Yep.
All right. So I am going to turn and give you...
We have a history of
A
hitting each
healing.
other, so be careful.
and I also get
I feel like most of our damages come from each other because these robots are doing like.
I also want to
couple
point out
damage.
the shrapnel that comes from this thing is bouncing off of Rinky Franky Stevie's armor the same way that shrapnel bounces off of the others. And the fire has done nothing to him.
Nice. What a.
Good to know.
He has taken 0 damage.
All right. That is going to heal you for 4 damage.
You mean for undamaged, right?
Yeah, you're gonna heal yourself 4.
I actually spilled it and it hurt you.
So I have 2 actions left. I am going to prepare. Actually, I'm going to use the medicine skill. Can I get the regular book real quick? I just want to check what numbers I need.
Sometimes you have to double check what things say when you're constantly playing new game systems. Unless it's 5e, I know that backward and forward.
Like the back of my hand.
While we're looking this up, if you would like to draw pictures of anything in any of our episodes, of any character, any event, any scene, if you want to send them to us, they might make it onto our show.
It'd be really, really cool. I'm really excited. I would really like that art. I think
We
it'd
would
be
really
super
love
cool.
to see your art.
Yes, it is RPGallery.
It might be more. It might be
Maybe
giving
really
you more.
Okay, good. Because I have no
Send it
feeling.
to us and just let us know, and we put it on here. It'd be really, really nice. Especially
Shooting
like
vials and clotting.
all like with all the animals and stuff, and us fighting like in this like really dark cave. It'd be really cool to have like a scene like that.
And soothing.
I wish I could draw. Like I am not like particularly like bad at drawing. It's just not. I just can't really draw very well. So I wish I could. So that way I could like. It'd be really cool to like sketch some of these things out.
Mm-hmm.
I
I'm just
used to
not good
draw
at
a lot.
drawing. I can paint. I cannot. I can do ceramics as well.
I've done
Sculpts. I just can't draw.
How much?
So it is just the 4. Medicine, I don't have the feat for it, so it'll have to be after combat.
Okay.
So I'm
have
going
the
to-
feat for medicine.
Yeah.
Is
You
it
can't
called
do it to
battle-
yourself
battle
when you're
medicine?
down.
Well, yeah. No, I'm just wondering if I can like heal.
I have
more
vigorous
points
health.
later.
So it will wait till after combat, but I will heal you after combat. So I will just prepare another healing potion and drink it for myself. For 30. 14. And that is all my actions.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay, so now Ricky Frankie Stevie sees what you're doing, and he's like, huh. And he walks over, and this one that's on the ground, he is going to use all 3 of his actions. First one, he's using the little arc thing on his head, and he will successfully cut a circle right on the center of the torso. With his second action, okay, he is actually going to grab the panel that he just cut and pull it off. And like his body like pivots like the turret on a tank, and he turns to you guys and says, "Please stand back," and turns back. And you see him just drop something into the chest. Everybody make a reflex
would
save
really like
at
to move.
advantage because he warned you.
I'm not even upright yet, though, right? He administered a health potion to me, but like it has.
You're still on the ground.
Yeah.
But I'm giving everyone advantage on this save because you
That's
were
a
warned.
nat 20 on
I
the
have
die.
a spell shield. Do I have time to cast it, or it's
Is
just
it a
reflex?
is
It's
it
a
a
reaction.
reaction?
Is it a
Then-
reaction?
It'll be in the
I
book.
couldn't figure
pretty
it out
sure it's a
when I looked at
reaction.
it.
Nat 20 on
It'll
the
be
so glad I
if it's a
had
reaction, it'll have like an
advantage, 'cause there was a
arrow,
nat 1 on
like
one of
that's
those dice.
pointing
Nat
around.
20 on the die.
Okay.
Mine is a 19 on the die.
So 31 in total.
So it's
Sorry.
As soon as we know whether this works as a reaction, we will move on.
Okay, so it's a 1 square.
okay. So that means it's an action to cast, not a reaction.
Okay.
Reaction, it'll look like an arrow that kind of goes
Yeah.
around and points.
So I that's what I thought. In this one, you had to like set it up ahead of time.
Yep.
But then it like, yeah.
It's
So-
more powerful.
Reaction. Not great.
You have
You have
advantage.
advantage.
Oh, awesome. Using the other die for that. Not better.
Okay. So, he dropped,
Bomb.
huh?
Don't put words in the DM's mouth.
He
It was a guess.
basically
It was a guess.
dropped a paint can into the heart of this creature. And the creature blew up, causing 5 fire and 3 piercing.
It was 15.
Now, make one more reflex save.
Hang on, the 5 fire and 3 piercing, is that to us if we failed the...
If you failed, it's 5 fire and 3 piercing.
I'm back down.
I can.
So you can't make this next save. You are completely covered in paint. Everyone else,
This is a reflex?
yes, it is DC 15.
Dirty 20?
19 again.
Nap 20.
Okay, so you guys are like, whoa, and the paint just splashes right over you. You are covered in rainbow, every color of paint.
Love it.
I'm not going to make you make a will save because you're already unconscious. So you can't be dazzled by the paint because you're down.
And for the main explosion, it was 15 was the
Yes.
base. Okay, so then
15 for both.
Okay, so then I did crit succeed that because it was a 27 total.
Okay.
So I didn't take anything, which is great because I'm at 14.
I got leak 31, so I also didn't take any damage.
And Ricky Frankie Stevie says, "It is." He goes, "Statement. It is unfortunate that we have had to end these ones. So sad. Beep boop."
Okay. I'm going to turn, and the first thing I'm going to do, just to be safe. So one of the things with medicine is if you crit fail medicine, it will deal damage, and you are already dying currently. Normally that would be saves, but I'm just going to turn and I am going to use one of my druid cantrips and cast stabilize on you.
Cool. I'm no
Death-
longer dying.
Death by rainbow.
I'm no longer dying.
Now, if we have time, because you will be out for hours unless I heal you, it's 10 minutes per medicine check. Once I heal somebody with medicine, they cannot be healed again for another hour.
While you are in the middle of trying to administer medicine to her, Ricky Frankie Stevie walks up, and a couple panels on his chest open up, and these arms come out
Oh god.
with forceps and scissors and a needle and thread and syringes. And he like walks up to you and he like just sits down next to you and starts stitching up all of your shrapnel wounds.
I hope you
This
wiped
is
off paint
amazing.
first.
Well, you're still unconscious,
You bleed
so you've
rainbow.
not been sedated. All right, he made the medicine check.
Okay.
I want a will save, no, fortitude. A fortitude save to see if you wake up during this surgery.
Oh my gosh.
Can I get that
Which die do I
book? Can I get the book?
Yes.
I just gotta figure out because I think it's base of 10, and then whatever I pass it by is what you get healed by.
Don't like this game.
No, not that die. This die is in jail.
Nice
So
jail.
you failed the fortitude save.
Yeah, that was a 6.
You wake up during this surgery. You feel, because while you're out, you feel the needles piercing you and
alright. I don't
stretching
like
and pulling and tightening the wounds. And it's just like searing pain, but he like clamps them down first at least. And you wake up screaming and you hear a voice that says, "Statement. If you move, I might hurt you. I don't want to do that." Beep boop. And he just keeps working.
Dark deity.
So he stitches up your wounds and then jabs you with a needle. I need another fortitude save.
That's better. 19.
Okay, so you make the save. You do not get sick from the needle. As he injects you with paint that heals you for 6 hit points.
Just don't look. Just don't look.
As he is injecting her
My
with the paint,
imagination is too vivid.
everyone make a perception
Yeah, I
check.
can do that. Now that is not a lot. Trained perception. So
Where's
that
perception
is
at?
two-
Under your hit points.
Under here.
Break all the things!
Don't break it.
Sorry.
So it's your perception, and you didn't mark that down either. So I will tell you what it is because I believe you're probably just trained, but let me check for you. 'Cause know
I got
I'm just
15 on the die, so.
Okay.
Okay, I got pretty much exactly where I needed. Skills, attacks, defenses, perception, trained. Yes.
Okay, so
So it's
And what did you get?
I rolled a
17.
3, so 3 plus 5 is 8.
So you're kind of distracted by the smell of this place. It smells dirty and oily like a factory. You both smell a familiar odor.
Is it Kool-Aid?
It's Kool-Aid. And you realize that his paints are made from whatever the substance is that Flowrida was known for carrying. You were injected with Kool-Aid.
I am a Kool-Aid pouch. I'm a juice box.
The most despair I've ever heard. I'm a juice box. I'm
But
an idiot sandwich.
You, whatever he injected you with is not causing the machine sickness to you. It actually healed you. All right, you guys are done with combat.
Yeah.
And he's done performing surgery on you.
And about how long did her surgery take?
Couple minutes. He's fast. He's very fast.
When I'm functional, can I ask him about the contents of the serum he used to heal me?
I would like to speak up
What do you say to him?
about the smell as well, about how it smells like Kool-Aid, which has been ravaging my village.
I need a recipe to help my village.
I got you. I was just letting the party know, like, you know.
Okay, so specifically, what do you say to Ricky?
What is the formula for the serum you administered to me? End query.
He says, query. What is a serum? Beep boop.
Query of query? What did you inject me with?
And then he looks down and he goes, puzzled statement. Healing nanites, of course. Beep boop.
May I have a sample of the nanites? And I uncork one of my empty vials.
He turns and he moves so quickly. I need you to make a reflex save to avoid accidentally getting jabbed in the hand.
12 plus the 8 is 20.
You're good.
Thank gosh.
So he just turns and squirts from the vial directly into it. This one is actually purple.
Okay.
And it's like kind of like a swirling liquid as it's going in there. But as you look at it, the liquid seems like it just continues to move.
Culver's great.
Interesting. I'm going to cork my vial so that I can do research at a later time.
He says, oh goodness. Can't think of the word at the moment, trying to speak like a robot. He says, important,
Disclaimer?
yes, that's the word I was looking for. He goes, important disclaimer. These nanites may cease to function within 24 hours after no longer being exposed to their power crystal. Beep boop.
Wait, do they need a specific power crystal or can it be any power crystal?
He turns to you and he says, analytical, analytical recall. And then he starts like, it's somebody else's voice. And you hear, it sounds like a mad scientist's journal. And he says something to the effect of, it seems that when these nanites are exposed to crystals other than the ones they are powered by, they become corrupted.
Oh.
All right, so it sounds like we're dealing with red crystal and power crystal.
So
I would assume
you would gather that these, because they're in a purple liquid, are probably powered by purple crystal.
Yeah.
Which, you don't see any purple crystals around. I think that it's reasonable for each of you to assume, oh, he must have a purple crystal in him.
How did you obtain this liquid? It is all over my village. We don't know how to get rid of it. So how did it come to be in your possession?
He looks at you and like blinks a couple times, and he says, puzzled reply. The entire supply of these nanites is created downstairs in the medical lab. Beep boop.
What does the cloud machine do?
He stops and he says, this is going to be he says, terrified reply.
Oh.
I thought you were the mechanic. Beep boop.
Mechanic.
I'm the mechanic.
Oh, what's the word
Three
for
mechanics.
interacting?
I-
What's the word for an interjection? Their role is gopher, retrieving tools to make mechanic
Yeah.
jobs easier.
Yep.
Part of mechanical repair team.
I'm not too smart. That's why they do the work, obviously.
Accepted
Hence why I'm
reply.
asking stupid
Oh,
questions.
you're a drone.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
You're a drone.
She called you a drone. Not Ricky. Ricky just misunderstood.
Anyways,
Don't
want to keep it anymore.
He actually asks what color power crystal you're powered by.
All the colors. We have all the colors there. We have purples, yellows, reds.
You're red inside.
The one that was in my
Just go with that.
He starts
Mechanical
seeming
frog.
like real reluctant to stand by you.
Gosh, dang it.
the one that was in my
one with the
mechanical
color
frog. That one
codes.
was red, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So they don't the Kool-Aid in my village doesn't heal people because it's been away from a power crystal for so long, but it's still Kool-Aid, right?
You don't know.
Well, I mean, I've been drinking the Kool-Aid in my village for a while, so would it magically be healing? I feel like we'd notice if it was magically healing people.
She's been drinking the Kool-Aid. No,
Been drinking a
people
lot
that
of
drink
Kool-Aid.
too much of it start growing gears and get that weird mechanical
Oh, I
sickness.
didn't know that.
Yep.
Wait, did I know that?
Yes,
I
you
can't
did.
remember. Okay. So it makes them sick.
There's a square on this page called notes.
You should
I've been
use
taking
it.
them on
Yeah.
fire.
About how long is all of this talking going?
A few minutes. He's just carrying on a
I
conversation.
was gonna ask if I have about 10
It
minutes. I
doesn't-
want to at least medicine myself.
Sure.
There's no power crystals near my
That is a
village,
DC
so-
15. That is 14 plus 9 is
23.
23, not a crit, but that is 2d8. Do you have a d8 I can borrow real quick,
Yeah.
please? Appreciate you.
Can I ask him a question?
Yeah.
I was sent to find you, but I don't know why.
13.
Would you happen to know why I was sent to find you?
And he goes, query, who sent you to find me?
Not important.
And then he stops and he says that he projected the messages for not important. And not important said that mechanics would come to repair the machine if he requested them to.
I feel like there's more to this, though.
You can roll. This is going to be. It's a sense motive, isn't it?
That would be under, I believe, society or diplomacy now. I can check. I actually have the thing open right now.
It's one of the basic actions, sense motive.
Force demoralize.
Yeah, I'm sure it's a diplomacy check.
Okay. I have expertise in that.
Go right ahead.
I don't know what that number is.
Is that a 2?
A 3. Okay.
3 plus.
Plus 10,
Plus
so
10.
13.
So, yeah. You get that he is being entirely forthcoming, but that the kind of construct he is limited to one task at a time.
Okay.
And now he can answer and do subtasks within that, but his task was find a mechanic.
And we're saying we're the mechanics.
Yep,
Got
you
it.
told him you're the mechanic, and he believes you.
Okay.
Why else would you come?
Well, I'm the
Right.
mechanic, obviously.
No, you're the drone. He understands that because he is the drone.
All right.
Oh, see,
Well, if
we
you can
relate.
take us to the. I know I wrote it down. My notes are not very.
Well, because you came here.
What was the machine called? The thing.
the Cloudcaster?
Yeah, the Cloudcaster.
I
If you
gotta
could
write
take
that
us to
down,
the
'cause I keep forgetting
Cloudcaster
what
so
that
we
is.
can start working on that. That would be great.
He says, statement. That is where I was headed. Beep boop.
Wonderful. Then let's get on our way.
Okay. He does speak back up and he says something like basically tells you to pardon his brothers. They were not expecting organics to show up to repair it, and organics are not allowed here. The ones that you encountered are part of their programming is anything organic must be destroyed because organic things can corrode the machines.
Was Flowrider not organic?
Do you ask that of?
I'm probably gonna ask Jade's character what
Don't say
Flowrider
his
was.
name. He must not be named.
He was a construct who believes he is a real person.
I'm
That's
real.
he said, I'm a real
I was
boy.
literally betting it.
Okay. Cool.
All right. So you continue heading down the hallway. And
We see the Kool-Aid Man because that's what it sounded like you were about to say.
no.
He's actually
Uh,
locked up in my
you,
village.
off in the distance, you hear like it gets very noisy. It sounds like a factory almost. There's lots of whirring of machines and like the sounds of spinning gears and pumps pumping and fires burning and the clanging of things. Like it almost sounds like ore is being processed in here.
Oh, interesting.
Okay.
And as you you follow him through this area, and you walk into this large room, and Ricky turns around and looks at your group, and he says, "Cautionary statement," and then in a woman's voice, it's like a public service announcement about wearing safety goggles and wearing your apron and your hard hat and your gloves and all your personal protective equipment.
Do you have
And it's
goggles?
like, no food and drinks in the service stations, and it's like this long thing, and then it says that the company is not responsible for your accidental death or dismemberment. And then it says, by proceeding, you agree to these terms. And then it's like so fast you can't even understand what's being said.
I'm
And he
gonna put
goes,
my goggles down.
And then he turns around and just keeps walking into the factory. You follow him in?
Yep.
Absolutely.
Immediately.
And that's where we're going to end our story today. You're going to have to figure out what happens in the factory on the next episode of RP Gallery.
Thank you guys so much for joining us.
Thank you. Bye.